Hopefully these are some great questions we can add to the rest of the show. So let's get started, Leah.
All right, first question's from Amanda. What was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
Man, Tom and Jerry was pretty good, and let me think. Looney Tunes, man. I mean, Looney Tunes was always nice. I don't know. Did anybody have any
Transformers?
Transformers.
That's weird.
Oh,
Transformers kind of.
Transformers, that was later.
It's kind of dark.
When
It
I was
doesn't matter about the time.
Maybe for you, but it wasn't for me.
Courageous Cat, Minute Mouse.
No.
No? You don't remember that?
I was
Mighty
a Looney-
Mouse?
I was
Mighty
a
Mouse
Looney-
was great.
Yeah.
I was a Looney Tunes fan. I had my first pair of glasses had Bugs Bunny on them. It was really cool. Like
Yeah.
in first grade, you know.
Elmer Fudd.
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe was.
never
Yeah,
into
are y'all going to crap on that too, or no?
I was never into that or He-Man or any of those.
Oh,
like,
He-Man, I didn't
I
like.
hate that.
I didn't
thought it
like
was weird.
I didn't like He-Man.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was hot though.
I needed my cartoons to be really simple, man. I didn't need like Transformers and
Storyline.
He-Man and all that.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
like people beating
storylines.
each other up and dropping a
I wasn't into-
anvil on them, or
Yeah.
You
Oh,
needed-
yeah, yeah.
You needed a cat chasing a mouse.
Like Roadrunner and
Yes.
Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Hey, you guys remember Laugh Olympics
No.
No.
when they took all the characters from like Hanna-Barbera
Nope.
and they put them in like an Olympic contest?
No.
No, but that-
sounds
it's like-
terrible.
Oh, and Snagglepuss was the reporter. He was
No.
like, exit stage right even. No?
I don't even know who Snagglepuss is.
I think we've went long enough on this. Next question.
We always get a question about an item in the studio. This week, it's about the Kurt Cobain poster.
Yeah. Just it's a cover of a hit parade or whatever. I don't know exactly what the name of the
What is that? I
Hip-
can't tell.
hit something.
His head's in the way.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just a cover of a magazine. I was a big Nirvana fan. I remember where I was when I heard, actually it was on MTV, I saw Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like saw the video or heard the song. I remember where I was. I was at a friend's house. I had not heard Nirvana, and this song had just come out, and we were walking out the door. We were headed somewhere, and we were on a mission to go have some fun. And that song came on, and my buddy goes, "Hey, have you heard this?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Gotta hear this song, man." So we stopped, stood like 5 feet from the door, looking at the TV, listening to this song, watching the video on MTV, and I'll never forget it because I mean that changed my freaking life. Like Nirvana, I was a huge Nirvana fan.
That song changed your life.
Nirvana did.
Their sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, just they were
Iconic.
oh,
Different.
Yeah. We're way better off that they made music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
All right, Ty Smith chiming in on YouTube. In honor of Talladega this weekend, what's your favorite Talladega memory?
4 in a row, just going there and winning 4 damn races in a row. And you know what? Really, it's kind of like every other race car driver. You think about what could have been, but 5 in a row was the race where they gave it to Jeff Gordon when the caution come out, and apparently he was ahead. So I didn't get 5 in a row. I ran second. But then we came back and won the next race. So that would have been 6 in a row, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. You were on a run there. You were
But-
on a run.
I was just talking about this on Twitter the other day. I have the engine that won the first 3 of 4 in a row. And that engine was in the car for that 4 in a row race. But in practice, it had a leak. It was pushing water out of freeze plug or something. And they were like, we got to pull this thing. We got to put another motor in. And so they pulled it, and we never raced it again because it was just too risky to run again. And Richie Gilmore and the guys at the motor shop at DEI put this motor on a rolling motor stand, really nice, and cleaned it up, made it look brand new, and gave it to me. I have it, and I don't know why it's not in here.
We keep saying we need to bring it over.
We need to
haven't.
bring it over.
Yeah, that'd be cool to
If
have
you
in the
sit it right
studio.
over there in
After
the corner.
this show, we're going to call Sonny and say, hey, we need that motor over
Yeah,
here.
it's heavy, but so I have that engine. Not only did it win 3 of the Talladega races, but it won, I think, the Pepsi 400 in 2001, a couple qualifying or a couple duels at Daytona, shootout, stuff like that. I mean, it has a hell of a winning streak, and we won 2 No Bull Winston Million races. It won $2 million just in those 2 races alone.
Oh, the Talladega, because they would have been
Talladega.
at Talladega. Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
pretty awesome to have it.
Renee wants to know, what was your first car that you ever owned?
First car I owned, me? Well, Dad gave me an S10 when I was 16, so I didn't own that. He owned it. But I did trade that S10 in, and as if it was mine, on a actually no. So I had the S10. That was Dad's. I drove it. I graduated. When I graduated high school, he gave me a two-tone brown, full-size Chevrolet truck, stripped, no options, no carpet, just basically straight-up work truck. And I'm like, this sucks, Dad. This is not even as good as the S10. I want my S10 back. And I would drive by the S10 in the used car lot, look at it in this shitty old brown two-tone truck, wishing that I had my S10 back. And finally, I traded the brown truck in on a S10, and I started making the payments. It was a 1991, I think, S10 that I started making the payments on, and I had it financed for 5 years, and my payments were $100 a month, and I flipped it.
That's the one you flipped.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I was driving, so I'm thinking, man, $100 a month, I got this, 5 years, whatever, and I drive the truck 2 months, and it was on Christmas Day. I'm going to Mamaw's house to the family reunion. Everyone's there, Kelly, Dad, the whole family, Earnhardt family. I'm driving on Highway 3. My sister had got me a CD player that had the tape deck adapter.
Oh, right.
You know?
Right. Yep.
It's playing in the passenger seat, and I'm trying to change the CD. I drove the damn truck off the road and hit a driveway culvert, a pipe for a driveway, and rolled the truck 7 times. Oh yeah, destroyed this truck. I got pictures of that.
I mean, how did you come out so okay?
I got
7 times.
Yeah, I had all
that's big.
my hands and all my knuckles were busted because they were on the steering wheel and the windshield, busted windshield
out.
was slapping on my hands.
Slash, yeah.
Yeesh.
And busted all my hands up. But otherwise, I had my seatbelt on and I stayed in the truck. And I got out and this car was stopped, and it was this couple, and they had just got engaged. I'll never forget it. And they were like, "Man, are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm fine. I think I'm actually okay." I was like, "I just need to call somebody. I need to call my dad or my mama or somebody." So, and there's a long line of cars starting to form behind my truck, which is laying in the middle of the road. And I walk up to this one lady, and I'm like, "Do you have a phone?" The closest car to me. I'm like, "I need a phone to call." And she's like, "You need to sit down. You're in shock. You need to sit down. You're in shock." I'll never forget that. I was like, "Arr!" Oh, my God. I was so pissed off. I was like, "Next." Go for the next car. And they're like, "Here." And I was like, I called Kelly or Mama or somebody. And I was like, "Put Dad on the phone." And I called Dad, and I'm like, "Dad, I flipped my truck. You got to come get me." I'm in. He's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." God. So he comes driving up in his truck. I'm 20 minutes away. Got to sit there. He drives up. Still no cop. Still no police car yet.
Really?
Yeah. And Dad drives up, and I'm thinking I'm getting ready to get my butt chewed, man. He is going to be so mad at me, and especially because I had to pull him out of the family reunion. I'm ruining Christmas for everybody. And he pulls up. And he's smiling, and he's laughing, and he goes, "I'll be right back." And he drives like 2 more miles down the road to the farm where DEI would eventually get built, and he gets the roll back. He comes back, and by that time, state trooper shows up. And now I'm thinking, oh, man, I didn't even think about the law I might have broke or whatever trouble I'm in as far as my license and all that for flipping my truck. And so I'm nervous now that there's a trooper there, and Dad and him talking. Dad's like, trooper's like, "You going to get this truck out of the road? Y'all got it?" And Dad's like, "Yeah, we'll get it. We're good." "All right, man, I'm going to take off." I'm like, phew. Okay, so I'm not in trouble with that, with the law or anything. Dad yanks the truck up on the road back, and we driving back to the farm, and he slaps me on the shoulder, and he goes, "I flipped my car when I was 18. I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Man." I was like, "This sucks. I love that truck." And I had financed it to down to $100 a month. It was so affordable, and now what am I gonna do, right? And I didn't know how insurance and all that worked. So,
Oh boy, you're about to find out.
yeah.
Right?
Well, they actually gave me a good check for this truck, and I ended up buying a '94 brand new S10 from Dad's dealership, and it's about $130 a month on that. But
Yeah.
I was so glad. I got pictures of the truck on the rollback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's the wind. I took a picture of the mirror is down next to the radio buttons. The
Oh, dang.
freaking roof was crushed.
Yeah.
The only thing that saved me was the fact that it was an extended cab, and having that extra structural integrity in the back of the cab is what kept it from crushing it down on top of me.
And the windshield, nothing got your head, like with the
No,
hair, nothing.
No,
Oh,
like once the
great.
windshield was mashed, when the windshield came down, it was like just back beyond the steering wheel, because I remember my knuckles getting hammered by that windshield, and I pulled my hands off the wheel, and the truck was flipping so quickly, spinning so quickly that my arms went like this, straight out, and I was like, because one's out the window
Yeah.
at this point, banging around, and I was like, and I remember like trying to pull my arms back in and going, I can't. Like, it's spinning so fast, like I'm just like a rag doll. Yeah, and I'm like, I literally had to concentrate to get my arms back in and grab a hold of my seatbelt or something, the bottom of the steering wheel, so my arms wouldn't fly. It was violent crash.
Oh my gosh.
It broke the wheels off of it. This thing is destroyed.
Did you say this already? Was this on Highway 3 that you wrecked it?
2 miles past DEI, head toward Kannapolis.
Wow.
Wow.
There's a little bit of snow on the side of the road. There wasn't any on the road, but when it started going off the road, it was gone. Like I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
It just went down in the ditch, and like as soon as it went in the ditch, I'm going 60 mile an hour, probably 55 mile an hour. It hit that pipe and stood on its nose and went boom, 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 boom.
Oh, so it nose over nose, or
Two
or
on
it
the
side?
Judge. This is from the people that were coming to me, driving at me. The couple that got engaged. 2 end over ends and 4 or 5 barrel rolls.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
It was crazy.
Do you must one go to get that many rolls?
I
Well,
mean, if you're going to do something,
I think it's the violence of hitting the pipe, and the
just
tire,
such a
the right
sudden
front
stop.
tire went into the pipe, and it just pole vaulted the truck.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sorry. Go ahead. Next question.
Wow.
So
We
you're
got
saying
deep
about
into that one.
First automobile you ever owned. Didn't know that was going to go into
Yeah,
that.
it's
That
bad.
was awesome.
I miss the hell out of that truck. Perfect.
Well, hold on. Is that when you went and redid an or bought a new
No,
S10?
that was
is
the
that
original.
Not the same one?
No,
That
the
was
one I
original.
redid.
Okay,
Well, the one I redid was the one I owned when I was 16.
got it.
All right. Purple Squid wants to know, what track did you never win at but always wanted to?
Darlington, the world. I'd have loved to have won Charlotte, a points race at Charlotte. I won the All-Star race there, obviously, but never won a big points race. The 600 would have been nice to win. Winning at Darlington in any race would have been awesome. Those two probably stand out.
Eric Messer, if you could add one foreign track to the NASCAR schedule, what would it be and why?
Cayuga, or
Yeah.
what's it called now?
Oh, shoot.
Track in Canada.
Yeah,
short track.
It used to be Cayuga,
Yeah,
and it's
used
now
to be
Jalissa.
Cayuga.
Jalissa? No, is it Jalissa?
I don't know.
Jalasco Motorsports Park? Or
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I would love to go to a short track. I'd probably add a short track, and it'd be up in Canada. I think it'd be awesome for our team. I know it's probably challenging to get through customs and do all those things. It's very tough logistically for the teams because we've done it here at Even Junior Motorsports. But that'd be awesome to go up there and run short tracks. Oswego maybe.
Oswego's pretty cool. Steel Palace,
yeah.
man. Steel walls on both sides of the track.
Yeah.
That thing's unique. But Jukasa Motor Speedway.
Jukasa.
Yeah, that place I heard is like
Yeah.
a crown jewel.
And where in Canada is it?
I hate the word crown jewel.
It's in Hagersville, which is in Ontario.
Okay.
I don't even know why I hate it.
I don't either.
Wait, you
Crown
don't-
jewel.
It's not in
You
the
don't like
when
that?
people say it's a crown jewel, I'm like,
Well, yeah,
what
yeah.
is that? What is the crown?
Can we call it then like a just
Awesome place?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's really good.
He has
It's
this-
more gooder.
He has this bad experience with crowns.
It
Apparently,
just
that
says when somebody says crown jewel,
It's
that
just
goes. I don't know where to put that. Where do you even put that? Where does it? It's a crown jewel. I know exactly
You
where
don't have
that
a lot
is.
of jewels. Yeah. You're not a jewel guy. You're not.
I'm not a jewel guy, but nobody is. Who? You got some jewels, Mike?
I mean, I might.
All right, next question.
Let's see here. What's top on your playlist right now? We were talking about music earlier with Will
Oh, my buddies at Danger Summer just came out with a new record called Mother Nature. The Danger Summer is the band. It's kind of punk, alternative pop. So love those guys. Went and seen them in concert here recently. New record called Mother Nature. It's awesome.
All right, that's all we got time for today.
Awesome. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was actually
was.
some great questions. That'll add a lot to already a great show. So thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks for Nationwide for sponsoring Ask Junior. We'll see you next week.